I love this question. Sneaky Hembo for Schrager. This is in the Super Bowl era.
Yeah.
Who had the longest head coaching stint with any franchise without winning a Super Bowl for that team?
The mental gymnastics are all going through my head, and I was thinking Marvin Lewis did 15 or 16 years with the Bengals, never won. But there was also Marty Schottenheimer, there was Marv Levy, there's been Don Coryell, but I've got the answer, I think. I go to a team that went to 4 Super Bowls in the 70s and never won. I'm going Bud Grant, the legendary coach for the Vikings.
That's right.
Let's go!
Yes!
Very, very good.
I'll see you, Peter.
That is well done.
That was good.
But Marvin Lewis is right there. The answers are, I love questions like this. Bud Grant, 18 years.
Okay.
Jeff Fisher, 17 years. Marvin Lewis, 16 years. Bud Grant, the Purple People Eaters, Frank Tarkenton, all those teams. Oh, Hembo was positive he had you.
Alan Page for the win.
I love that one. All right, that is very well done. All right, next game. Show me my favorite photo. Show me my favorite picture in the entire world. There it is.
Obviously, I think Kimberly's nailed this. This is an off-season move, but it's going to happen more than likely.
Let's get to the next one here. In the interest of time, Kmart, would you be shocked if Brian Daboll is back next season as head coach of the Giants?
Shockingly or not, I would not be shocked if he is back. You know why? He's got his guy. He's got his Josh Allen here, Jackson Dart. The fans love him. The players love him. And losing their 2 key offensive weapons in Malik Neighbors and Cam Skattebo. Like Daboll right now, he had this team rolling for a bit. I just think those injuries give him some cushion and reasoning as to why it makes sense to keep him.
What do you think?
Honestly, I'd be shocked if he's not back because I think that the coach or teams are probably scared.
The Steelers coming up, weeks 14.
How big was that win
18.
for them last week?
I mean, we said last week it's either going to be the beginning or the end of their season. Was it the beginning?
It's the beginning, and that, you know, if you're a Steelers fan, it makes you sick, right? Because you had every opportunity to put this one out, and you didn't. And Lamar coming back, but I think the bigger issue for me is the defense is starting to improve. Now they still have to improve significantly more. I'm not getting crazy about them yet, but as they continue to move forward with Lamar, Derrick Henry, they can be explosive offensively. That means their defense just kind of has to hold serve. They don't got to be totally dominant. That's where it matters.
This is your team, Nick. I mean, your son's got the Lamar jersey ready to go. Are they going on a run?
He's taking the Lamar jersey back out. He's putting it back on. Hung it up.
He hit that thing for a little bit.
Hung it up for a couple weeks. We was looking at some Jaden jerseys coming around, but he put it back on. But yeah, no, I think their defense is not just the Bears game. Their defense played well against a very, very good Rams team, which was impressive. And I think the rest of their schedule going forward looks easier than the Steelers' schedule going forward. So I think I have confidence. Like, this team is not very different. Matabike is not coming back. Their defensive tackle, that hurts. But they still have so many pieces, and Wiggins is playing so much better at corner, which gives them so much flexibility defensively. I think this team, they're going to only get better and gain confidence as they beat up on some of these teams the rest of these guys.
They got it.
I mean, the
Yeah.
defensive end got a sack last week. Green,
Yeah.
he's getting
Yeah,
tired.
yeah.
Look, I understand they've had some injuries, but when this season began, they were a very popular, maybe the most popular pick to win the AFC, and I had everybody telling me they're the most talented roster in the NFL. So, I mean, are they getting back to that? This is not a team that's about winning divisions.
right.
And I know they have to do that before they can do anything else. But they need to play themselves into Super Bowl contender category, right?
Yeah. I don't know if defensively how much more progress they can actually make without having the kind of personnel that they were projected to have at the beginning of the season.
Right.
Look, Madubuike not being there is
huge.
huge. They have some holes in the middle of the defense. We saw early on in the season that offensively they can be as explosive as they've ever been. But then they start having things happen to them, like happened with Derrick Henry as far as ball security, right? There's always those kind of weird things that makes it feel like this isn't their season.
But-
those are the weird things about this team that I can't quite put my finger on. I don't like being the person who says, I'll believe it when I see it. But with Baltimore, I can't really call it right now. I don't know how it's going to look for them over the next 9 weeks.
But you know what's interesting? If you're Baltimore, you're like, are you really expecting 3 Derrick Henry fumbles and critical points?
I was never expecting
Right,
that.
exactly. But would you expect that we'd still at 1-5 or 2 and whatever they are, that we still actually have a shot at the division? Like if you're Baltimore and Lamar Jackson hasn't played in multiple games and he's coming back, you're sitting there like, oh, actually this division can still be ours for the taking. It doesn't matter.
But like they need to really go on a huge run here and really have like
Their
a clean
schedule
sweep and
allows
run
it,
the
though.
table.
Yeah.
And look, this isn't a football team, quite honestly, that has always lived up to expectations. But
Right.
the pressure's been on them.
Right.
When the spotlight. So there's a lot to answer there for them. That's why I'm just not comfortable making any proclamation.
Yeah,
about
but I mean, I think you'll feel a lot more comfortable if Lamar picks up where he left off. Because the beginning of the
does.
season, and I know the offense was explosive but not consistent, which is rare for an offense that has Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson. They weren't running the ball as well as you thought that they should. I think those things will come back. And this team, the defense will look better when they get a little bit more
100%.
offensive support. I think as the weeks go on, we're going to start to buy back into the Ravens, and then we're going to have the same expectations that we have them every year, and we're going to find out when we get to the
Facts are, man, it's all based on Lamar, man. And it sounds so cliche, but like how well he plays, he carries that thing. He opens it up for Derrick Henry. He allows all those things to happen. Without him, he is going to be the guy. He's the catalyst. If he plays well, gets back to
Everything will
week,
get better.
Yeah, everything gets better.
I hope he can play some defensive tackle.
I mean, but if he scores more, the opponent's not going to run the ball.
He better score a lot.
They're
Derrick
playing
Henry hold on to the rock.
Suddenly surging Dolphins tomorrow night.
Tua!
An impressive win.
Sunglass Tua is cold, man.
I got numbers that say the season is in the balance for the boys. We'll explain why the D in Big D is on the brink of standing for done. Next, get up on ESPN.